top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Tar Heels will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here.
There he goes. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
Yeah, and that's not the start you wanted if you're on this defense. Like, you lost last week, looking to bounce back. One thing you can't do, man, give up explosive plays on the ground. This defense has to hunker in, dial in a little bit. Last week was a struggle. Let's get back on track.
On the run, it's Robinson. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right front. Nice job.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Just gets rid of it before the heat. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. off play action. Looking to scramble. They get to him as he throws. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
And he tags on the extra point.
North Carolina, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll operate out of split backs. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Lopez wants to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The run to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Fires fires to the big fella. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Under fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Robinson. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. It's a fumble on the play. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Here we go. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
Here we go.
They go to the ground. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He lets it fly. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Lopez to pass. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. At the 20, he's got space. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. To the ground with the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Notre Dame right back to the line. 3rd down play from the gun. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
North Carolina, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Power football with the run. Plows through the defense. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lopez wants to fire. Looking down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Coming through the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
North Carolina.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
And the Tar Heels will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Now they'll try the right side. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're going to test the right side with this one. Makes it past the marker. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
The coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Tight coverage there, did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Oh, they're after him. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score.
North Carolina, 0.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff from the shotgun. Past the first down marker and still running. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Green. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Lopez to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The give on the option. Looking for room at the 30. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Forced out of the pocket. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here, down close in the red zone.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Direct snap. He is denied. Stopped just short of the goal line. Pushed his way to the 1 and could go no further. And they'll turn it over on downs. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Now 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and they need just a little space if they can find it. The pass didn't work last time. It might this time. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Here's the handoff. Running to Green.
Picks up 4. 4th down coming up.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. On his feet at the 40. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Looking to fire. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Irish! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Notre Dame 42, North Carolina 0.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez wants to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down.
To kick it away.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
17. And the Notre Dame offense will take over. First and 10.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. give to the running back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Turning it on. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a play.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
They'll try the outside to the left. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. On the move, he fires. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Off play action on 1st down. On the move to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball. But
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
The Tar Heels come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. All kinds of room to the right. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we've certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Check. White 94 slider choice. Red 18.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Lopez wants to fire. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways.
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse?